Hello, world history students. This is Mrs. Politsky, and I have your notes for Chapter 28, Section 1, Instability After World War One. And we're going to talk a little bit about kind of how Germany's economy kind of tanked. After World War One, the Weimar Republic, which was the democratic state of Germany that was established uh, as a result of the Kaiser Wilhelm II, abdicating the throne. And this new German republic made its first reparation payment as required by the Treaty of Versailles in 1921. But by 1922, Germany had entered a financial crisis and it couldn't make any of their additional payments for these reparations. And as a result, Germany basically said, hey, we're bankrupt. We cannot make these payments. Some nations, like France, obviously was upset by this, and they occupied the Ruhr, which is a region of Germany where there is a lot of coal. And they sent French troops in there to occupy it and make sure that the French would get their fair share as far as money. But when it came to the United States, within a few years, we have basically pardoned Germany, and they're no longer required to make their reparation payments. In the early 1920s in Germany, inflation soared, and a lot of people saw their savings wiped out. And this was due to the overprinting of money, primarily the German mark, which was, for the most part, very inflated. And if you were going to put it into terms that you might understand, it would take 4.2 trillion German marks to equal $1. By 1930, over 4 million people were unemployed in Germany as a result of some of the effects of the Great Depression. So, just kind of looking at the currency as far as how it kind of becomes very inflated. If you would have started back in 1914, it took 4.2 German marks to equal $1. By 1919, at the end of the First World War, 14 marks would equal a buck. And now, when you look closer to 1923, primarily the November, that's where we're getting into 4.2 trillion. Just a very uh, insane kind of time. When you talk about unemployment, starting in 1929, the United States, just to kind of put it in easy terms, basically 1 out of 4 people during the height of the Depression were unemployed. Compare that to Germany, the numbers were much higher. It was far more staggering. The decline of trade, obviously, trade wasn't what it used to be. And all those kind of things add to this crisis. Thank you very much.